Notice it's ham and cheese and ham and cheese. Good?
Super.
Do you ever randomly crave something from your childhood that doesn't even exist anymore? Oh good, not just me then. Like, one day you're fine and the next you're like, oh, where did that Pizza Hut thing with 2 crusts go? Well, today we're counting down the most missed fast food legends, and you'll be drooling by the end, trust me. And as if that wasn't enough, stick around to hear about one Taco Bell item that was so weird, it actually worked. Okay, let's start with a pizza that felt more like a full-on event. Pizza Hut's Priazzo wasn't just a pizza, it was on a whole other level. It had 2 crusts, one on the bottom and one on the top. And between those crusts, total cheese overload. Plus meats, veggies, sauce. It was like lasagna and pizza had a baby. And yeah, it took longer to make, but that just made it feel fancier. You didn't just order this when you were in a rush. You ordered it when you were sitting down with family or friends ready for a damn good time. And what made it special was how rich and filling it was. Each slice felt like a meal by itself. It wasn't greasy or floppy, it held together and really made you feel like you were eating something made with love. And while that deep dish masterpiece filled the table, Arbys gave us a side that could hold its own. Arby's potato cakes were like hash browns that got a serious upgrade. If regular hash browns are your everyday shoes, these were your fancy kicks. They were shaped into little oval patties and fried until golden and crispy on the outside, but soft and fluffy on the inside. The texture was perfect, crunchy when you bite in, but warm and comforting after that. You could just eat them plain with ketchup or dip them in Arby's sauce for an extra kick. And from golden crispy sides to a sandwich stacked with bold flavor, Roy Rogers knew how to make an impression.
It's chicken month at Roy's. And now get a 2-piece dinner, medium fry.
Now, this sandwich was a game changer. Roy Rogers really knew what they were doing with the Gold Rush chicken sandwich. First off, the chicken was crispy and juicy, really good. But then they added Swiss cheese, a slice of ham, and honey mustard sauce. Too much? Nope, it was actually amazing. The flavors just worked together in this awesome way. The ham added saltiness, the cheese was gooey and rich, and the honey mustard brought that sweet tang that just pulled everything together. And after all that savory goodness, Dairy Queen brought the perfect balance with something warm, cold, and sweet all at once. Now, if you've never heard of Dairy Queen's Cherry Brown Betty, let me put you out of your misery. It was one of the best desserts you could get at a fast food joint. Hot cherry filling, crunchy streusel, and a swirl of vanilla soft serve on top. It was one of those desserts that just hit every part of your taste buds. You'd take a spoonful and the warm cherries would mix with the melty ice cream in the best way ever. DQ still has great desserts, but the Cherry Brown Betty, that was something else. Now, while DQ delivered dessert magic, Hardee's kept it classic with a simple sandwich that hit every time. So sometimes simple is better, and that's exactly what Hardee's hot ham and cheese was. It didn't have some crazy sauce or 10 toppings, it was just thin slices of warm ham, melted Swiss cheese, and a toasted sesame seed bun. That's it, but my goodness, wow, it just worked so well. The ham was juicy and kind of smoky, and the cheese melted perfectly over it. The bun had that nice little crunch from the sesame seeds, and everything came together like the ultimate sandwich hug. It wasn't trying to be the biggest or craziest item on the menu, but it was just really, really good. Now, people would grab it for lunch or breakfast, and it was always filling without being too heavy. So, Wendy's took the goodness even further with an all-you-can-eat experience like no other. Wendy's Superbar was the kind of place where you walked in thinking, I'll just grab a burger, and left having eaten spaghetti, tacos, salad, and chili all on one tray. And the best part? You could go back for more, like as much as you wanted. Unlimited tacos and pasta, say less. The Superbar was a total mess in the best way possible. You could build the weirdest plate ever. People were mixing nacho cheese with pasta sauce, putting chili on spaghetti, and calling it dinner. That experience was totally unforgettable. but McDonald's gave us something piping hot and dangerously good. Now, before they started baking them, McDonald's fried their apple pies, and OMG, they were insanely good. They were little golden pockets of crispy crust filled with molten apple pie filling that was sweet, sticky, and tasted just like fall. It shattered when you bit into it, and the inside, warm cinnamon apples in a gooey sauce. And the best part was how portable they were. You could grab one, eat it in the car, or save it for later. But let's be real, you were never going to save it. And they were cheap too, just $1 or so for a bite of heaven. It was the perfect handheld dessert, but Hardee's offered a breakfast biscuit that felt just as comforting. Hardee's cinnamon raisin biscuits were like dessert for breakfast, but in the most wholesome way. They took their famous buttery, flaky biscuit dough and swirled it in sweet cinnamon and plump raisins. You didn't even need jelly, that's how good they were. They were already packed with flavor. Now, these biscuits came out warm, fresh, and soft, with just enough sweetness to make your morning feel special. You could eat one on the go or grab a box to share with the family. And honestly, most people who grew up with them still talk about them like they were the best part of their childhood breakfasts. That biscuit felt like a warm hug. What if lunch came wrapped in melted cheese comfort? Now, this was comfort food at its most simple and delicious. Taco Bell's chili cheese burrito had one job: be cheesy, be beefy, and be awesome. And my goodness, it did that job perfectly. It was just chili and melted cheese wrapped in a warm flour tortilla. No lettuce, no tomatoes, no weird extras. When you took a bite, the cheese was all gooey and stretchy, and the chili had just enough spice to keep things interesting. People who loved it were obsessed. Like, if you know, you know. It was one of those secret menu items you'd hope was still being made at your local Taco Bell. Some places still have it, but most don't. And that, to be honest, is a crime. Now, Taco Bell once tried to do burgers. Well, kind of. Basically, taco meat on a burger bun, with the lettuce, tomato, and a bit of sauce. It was super messy, like grab all the napkins messy. But the flavor? Fire. You got the same seasoned beef you'd find in their tacos, but instead of a crunchy shell, it came on a soft, fluffy bun. The contrast was kind of cool, and it felt different from everything else on their menu. It wasn't around for very long, unfortunately, but it definitely left a mark. People who tried it still talk about it like it was some secret treasure from fast food history. And yeah, maybe it wasn't the most popular item ever, but it had its fans. And if you liked tacos and sloppy food, well, this was definitely your jam. So, which of these classics would you bring back if you had a time machine and a microwave?